Imagine being hours away from ending your marriage, then running into your husband and the woman he moved on with. That's exactly what happened to Brittany Richard, and what followed would change everything in a matter of minutes. This isn't just a story of a love triangle gone wrong. It's much deeper. It's your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 times, and I'm back with another episode of Hood Tales. In this video, let's take it outside of Houston to Texas City, Texas, to discuss the case of a woman's encounter with her husband's mistress that turned fatal hours before her divorce. But before we get into this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss any future uploads. Stay tuned until the end to hear the full story. Everything in this video is alleged. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Before we get any deeper, you have to understand who Brittany Richard was. Brittany was born on April 19, 1991 in Galveston, Texas. She was raised in Lamarck, where she grew up surrounded by family, structure, and community. She attended public schools locally and later graduated from Colony Park Academy in Houston. She worked as an accountant for the city of Lamarck, dedicated, consistent, and respected in her field. To her co-workers, she was the brilliant and dependable accountant who dedicated her years to her profession. But her real title was Mom. Brittany was a proud mother of 2 beautiful children, a son, age 9, and a daughter, age 13. Everything she did revolved around them. Her family describes her as loving, nurturing, and selfless. She enjoyed singing, dancing, planning events, and being surrounded by the people she loved. And if you needed guidance, support, or someone to talk to, Brittany was that person. She even worked alongside her mother in their catering business, building something meaningful side by side. Her presence lit up rooms. Her energy brought people together. But in the background, things in Brittany's personal life weren't as perfect as they seemed. By the summer of 2024, Brittany was standing on the threshold of a brand new life. After years of marriage, she and her husband were finalizing their legal separation. The paperwork was drawn up, the terms were set, and the final signatures were scheduled for Friday, August 30th. According to reports, there were financial matters tied into it: child support, alimony, and even the division of their home, where Brittany's husband would receive 25% of the marital home sale. Brittany was looking forward to a future where she could focus solely on her home and her kids. But while Brittany was preparing to close one door, another person was waiting in the shadows of that transition. That person was 35-year-old Shanice Felder. Shanice was also a mother of 2. From the outside, she appeared involved in her kids' lives, supporting their sports, activities, and day-to-day routines. But in the midst of it, she was in a relationship with Brittany's estranged husband. And according to investigators, tensions between these worlds were quietly building. Here's where things get even more interesting. There were no reports of previous confrontations between Brittany and Shanice, no history of ongoing back and forth, which makes what happened later even harder to understand. As August 2024 wound down, both women were in mom mode, getting their children ready for the new school year, buying supplies, setting schedules, and preparing for that first day of school rush. It should have been a season of fresh starts for everyone, but the unseen tension between Brittany's ending marriage and Shanice's current involvement was a time fuse waiting for a spark. Late on the night of August 29th, Britney headed out to the Time Out Sports Bar and Grill in Texas City. It was supposed to be a night of joy. They were celebrating a cousin's birthday. The group was large, happy, and simply enjoying each other's company. But Shanice was also there with her boyfriend, Britney's soon-to-be ex-husband. According to witnesses and surveillance, the atmosphere shifted the moment 6 women, including Britney, walked past them. Words were exchanged. According to witness statements, Shanice made a bold comment telling Britney that her husband would be spending the night with her. That statement alone, you already know that's enough to spark tension. But it didn't stop there. According to reports, Shanice had already told someone earlier that she was planning to confront women at the bar, that things were about to pop off. What happened next was a blur of chaos. As Britney and her family were leaving the restroom area, they were suddenly intercepted, allegedly by Shanice and others she was with. It wasn't just a verbal disagreement. Objects began to fly, glasses and pool balls were used as tools of aggression. Shanice allegedly pulled a pink blade from her shirt. When Britney saw her younger cousins being targeted, her protective instincts kicked in. She didn't move to fight, she moved to help. She rushed to pull her cousin away from the chaos. By this time, 2 of her cousins suffered severe injuries. One was stuck 3 times, while the other was slashed across the face with broken glass. In that moment of selflessness, the situation turned grave. Multiple accounts say Britney wasn't making aggressive moves. She was trying to help, but in the middle of all that chaos, Britney was backed into a corner and suffered a series of sharp physical strikes to her neck, a total of 9 times. Witnesses described her as being pushed to the ground, unresponsive. As the dust settled, the scene was dire. A registered nurse who happened to be at the bar rushed over to try and help Britney. But despite the best efforts of medical professionals, later at the hospital, Britney was pronounced gone at 1:12 a.m., the very day she was supposed to sign her final divorce papers. Britney's mother didn't make it in time to say goodbye, and that moment still haunts her. Authorities moved quickly. Investigators reviewed surveillance footage and gathered statements. The surveillance footage captured a heart-wrenching sight. Britney's husband and another man reportedly moved her body aside before walking away from the scene. Shanice Felder fled the area, leading to a multi-day search. It wasn't until September 3rd, 2024 that authorities tracked her down at a residence in Houston. She was taken into custody and faced serious charges for the loss of Britney's life and the injuries caused to her cousins. Her bond was set at $450,000 total. Shanice is innocent until proven guilty. As of right now, the legal proceedings are in full swing. The trial is scheduled to resume on Monday, April 27th, 2026. If the jury finds her guilty, she faces a lifetime behind bars. May Britney continue to rest in peace. My deepest condolences to her family and loved ones. My well wishes go out to them during this difficult time, especially her children. This is a heartbreaking loss. Britney didn't deserve this. And how it all allegedly went down just seems so cold and evil, in my opinion. This story leaves a community in mourning and a family searching for answers. Why did it go this far? Was this planned? Was it jealousy, emotions boiling over, or something deeper that we're not seeing? What about the husband? And honestly, it's hard not to look at the timing, the fact that this happened just hours before Britney was legally free, and wonder about the intentionality behind it. It really makes you wonder, was this spontaneous or was it something more calculated? And what does it say about the people who walked away while she was on that floor? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. I'll be keeping a close eye on the trial as it resumes this Monday. All right, fam, that's it for this episode of Hood Tales. Thank you so much for watching. Consider liking and sharing. Be sure to subscribe for more stories like this. Take care of yourself and each other. I'll talk to you in the next one.